Okay, good afternoon, guys. What you're looking at is a little jig I made up on a pine 1x6, which means obviously that it's actually 3/4 inch by 5.5. And what this is for is to mark a nut for slotting. Now, I've seen a lot of questions and figured I'd just show this off. I got it out of a woodworking magazine posted by a guy who needed to cut a series of slots, and this was a tip that he got from a friend of his. Basically, all I did was I took this 1x6 and I went with at least 3/4 inches thick, because in part of the process you use a tri-square, and the tri-square needs to go up against one edge over here and be able to slide up and down without rubbing against the desktop, okay? So, or tabletop, whatever. So what I did was I took my tri-square and I made a line, you can probably see, at 3 inches in from the edge. I know that's not half of a 5.5 inch wide board, but that's not as it's not as important that you find the exact center. Found the center up here towards the top, or found the 3 inches up here towards the top, then back down here at the bottom, and the whole board's about 11 inches long between these lines here and here. Then with the tri-square up here to the top, I just picked a measurement that was easy to work with, and I chose 1/2 inch. And I just made a small pencil line up here at 1/2 inch intervals. Okay. Then I came down here and found a point at the bottom, and that's where I wanted all my lines to intersect. Then it was just a simple matter of connect the dots. Draw a line from up here to here, here to here, here to here. And what that does is that gives me that series of lines that are evenly spaced. So when I want to mark a nut, here's a piece of bone nut blank, what I'll do is I'll come along using a machinist scale, not just by hand like I'm fixing to do right now. I'll measure, I want my top string right here, and I want my bottom string right here, and I'm going to make a 4-string guitar. Let me put this down for just a second and draw those lines to where you can see them. There's one, and there's the other. A little bit better mark. Now, after that, for a 4-string guitar, I just take my nut blank up here and I find 4 strings, 3, 4. Okay, and I will put those lines, boom, right there. Now all I want to do is set this up, line it up into a position where I have a line on the board, one right here underneath this pencil mark, one right here on that pencil mark. These 2 lines here are where my other strings will go. So it's just a matter of mark, mark, and my nut is now marked for 4-string. It's not a right way, it's not a wrong way, it's just a relatively easy way. You're just dividing the nut into equal sections. If I were to want a 6-string nut on this itty bitty thing here, I would just mark where I want this string, where I want this string. Oops. Kind of made 2 marks. Oh well, I'm going for the one on the inside. Then I want to count over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to go between this one and this one. Bring it down. slide the square down, bring it down here, until, it's easier to do with both hands, until I got a line underneath this mark here and a line underneath that mark there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just mark the nut here, 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 and I've got strings spaced for 6 strings. Does that make any sense? Hold it down. I'm trying to do this and balance the camera. 2, 3, 4. There's my marks. I can start filing away. Okay. Hope that helps you out. Like I say, it's not the right way, it's not the wrong way, it's just an easy way. It's the way I do it. It works for me. And you can see what it cost me. About a 10-inch long piece of 1x6, which I had floating around, a little bit of pencil lead, and a little bit of time. That's all there was to it. Thank you, and hope it helps you out. Talk to you later. Bye.